Hi, guys. All right, I'm going to start today's show out with this, and I'll let you know again later. But this is your Titan check-in. Let me say this again. This is your Titan check-in. What is a Titan check-in? Well, Titan check-in is you putting down below this video right here your answers to my 20 questions. And those 20 questions range from which program, where's the nutrition going, what's the game plan, how are you training, what's the percentage of your training, what program are you on, how much sleep are you getting, the water intake, supplementation, stress, recovery, are you getting stronger, weaker, are you doing cardio, not doing cardio, did you get your blood markers done, are you taking in your glutamine, your Z's for bed, any of those. And there's more on top of what I just gave you, but those are the questions you got to answer down below this video. Let's make sure that this goes on to YouTube as well. Twitter, probably won't go Snapchat. My fans only account, just kidding. Facebook, and then obviously this all from all those areas center down into the Titan Crew on Facebook, where you'll answer those questions here. Okay, guys? So let's make sure that we get those in here. We are in August, still the beginning of August. So let's make sure that we finish this month out strong as we continue to get going. For everybody that's working with me at one-on-one, you guys know that I'm leaving for an appearance. I'll be back next week. So your check-ins will be on Monday for you one-on-ones. But for all the Titan Crew members, all you women and men that are Titans around the world, no matter where you are, you can do this. You just got to check in and make sure to put that information down there. If you need any help or confused in any way, do not worry. Just ask on the wall in the Titan Crew what I'm speaking about, and they'll also help you. But should all be there. But sometimes people get confused, and I understand that social media is new to a lot of us, and you don't know where to look for those questions, but they're pretty relevant right on the right side of the Titan Crew page. And again, you're going to answer all those 20 questions, and we are going to rock and roll and make sure. And my job here is to make sure, because you are subscribed to the workout and the nutrition, is to help you out even more than what the app is already doing. And again, remember, this is the only place you can get that. I'm no longer with FitPlan. We have moved on, and it is just me and the team now. So I want to make sure that you're on the plan and doing it right, and see the updates that we have done to those plans to make them even better for today, 2023 August. So make sure you check that out and refresh your memory with Strength Gains, Pro Secrets, Titan Challenge 4, which everybody's going ballistic on. All these incredible programs, Power Bodybuilding, Summer Shred, 30-Day Blitz. All those are available over on MikeO'Hearn.com. And you can also see those on the Instagram, Twitter link bios, anywhere on my profiles in the bio section, you can get in there. Okay. I see that Jeffrey's already removing some lackluster fans that are not willing to put in the effort. But let's do this as long as we're here and we're talking to you guys. Let me answer a couple questions. For everybody else that's doing check-ins, you can check out now unless you want to hear some of the questions I'm going to answer. But for you guys, get the information down, be on there. So when I get back in 4 days, we get you that information. Okay, guys? All right. Jeffrey, here's your first question of the day.
We got like 20 years old, started gym, watching younger guys, but as I'm becoming more mature, I found huge inspiration in your content. Hell yeah.
Well, first of all, thank you. And yeah, we just did a podcast about this, and I've discussed this many times just for myself, is that when I was 20, when I was actually 14, 15, I was looking at the magazines at Lee Haney and Arnold Schwarzenegger, these elders that I was watching what they were doing later in their years, late 20s. But by the time I became 20, I was already looking at the guys that were in their 40s or 50s on what they were doing. And the reason why is, and I think this is great for you right here, that's already matured to a level of, yes, most are jacked at 20 and still jacked in 30s. But the fall off at 40 is tremendous, and then fall off at 50 is even more tremendous, and so on. And so, and today I am still looking at the Robbie Robinson, the Frank Zane, the Arnold Schwarzeneggers, because I want to know what the next 30, 40 years for me is set up to be. I want to know how to train when they do come up with age. How do you change? How do you become smarter? How do you do the work that you did in your 20s and get the same benefit in your 40s? These are important things that need to be answered. And I always go back to that. And I always go back to the guy that was 20 and jacked and couldn't keep his muscularity in his 30s. There's something he missed. Now, it's no disrespect to him, but it's just knowledge. And the great thing about that is there's no disrespect to anybody. The ignorance is not from the lack of knowledge. It's not willing to learn. So if that's an oxymoron or just repetitive, then that's my bad. Let's go to the next one. So thank you. And I'm glad you're looking at that. And there's some guys like Stan Efferton and Matt Wenning and Ed Cohen. Robbie Robinson, again, is probably the pinnacle for me to watch how he eats, trains, and his mindset. That's the biggest one. His mindset off of anybody I know is the most mindset that I would like to mimic. His mindset is he's still in the fight. He still wants to become something. He's still fighting to get that back. He always talks about, I want to get my old back. So he's always moving forward regardless of life, where a lot of the guys that I know really just phone it in at a certain age and go, done with pushing it. I just want to survive. Where Robbie's that barbarian, that warrior that wants to continue to go against the grain. And that to me is that's a warrior mentality that I hope I have. I hope. Go 2 more questions. I want to keep today short just because I really want you guys to focus on your check-ins today. Make sure you're doing it right. Make sure to send me a message to see if I can find my phone number here. Do we have that?
What's the number? I'll take that.
Will you type out the number that they can text me? I forgot the number. It's not here. Let's make sure that we get that on here too. Oh, it is here. Hold on. Man, I am sorry. Okay. Type this out. 310-634-1323. So if you guys see, that is my number. You guys can text me. And let's do this. Let's make sure that we get, I want to do a little giveaway too. So what I'll do is I'll give away a free entry into the Titan Crew to the first 10 people that text me right now. And I want you to text me. Well, no, I think that's another protocol. I'd say Gladiator. Let's go with Gladiator. Text me Gladiator right now. And the first 10 that are not in the Titan Crew, I'm going to get you in there free to get in the Titan Crew. Okay, so you guys continue to be able to FaceTime me, live videos, rooms with me, and have discussions with me. Sound good? All right, 2 more questions, Jeffrey.
Mike, do you focus on your flexibility, and does it help with bodybuilding and muscular development, being flexible?
Yes, it does. Obviously, the longer your muscle and more healthy your muscle, the bigger your muscle can get, and the more round it can get from top to bottom. So that's what they talk about, being a full bicep, a full bicep. Hi.
Mine.
Yes.
full bicep like mine.
Yes. Yes. It's like,
Striker just had a nice salmon.
ooh.
She loved it. Put a little rice and a little
Ooh.
bit of the
Let's
sauce
get
that you
extra
like.
salmon then from
I did.
Icon. Good. 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 I love that. Yeah. So stretching does help. It's obviously it keeps the muscle loose and the fibers healthy, and that way you can. And here's a big one: it keeps the fascia open. And so the fascia is the sac that holds the muscle. And if you can keep that open and stretch that, it allows your muscle to get bigger, which is a cool thing to take into consideration. That's when they talk about like always finishing with an isolation movement that is a stretch. Now, obviously, there's better ones for certain body parts. Like obviously chest, you can do a fly, right? That's a good stretch. But what would be your stretch for the bicep? Well, for me, it would be seated dumbbells with the shoulder pushed back and putting the arms in a downward outward position. So you're really fully opened up and stretch it as best you can. For triceps, I find actually that the reverse bench or the close grip get the best stretch because the muscle is so contracted on the amount of weight, and then you're moving it into the farthest range you possibly can and down low. And so for me, I get a good stretch on that. That may not be everybody. Maybe it's just tricep extension for you, but really stretch those muscles. Back is easy. Any kind of overhead, stretching on the pull-up bar or behind the neck or front pull downs. Quads, a good one would be sissy squats. Lying leg curls or straight leg deadlift for the hamstrings. So try those out. Those are added in maybe at the end of the workout again to stretch the fascia. Thank you for the question.
My father's 91 and full bodybuilding.
I love it.
Is safe for him to do that?
It is unsafe for him to stop.
Shit.
Yeah. That's goes back to what we were saying. It's the best thing for him. And again, so your mind approach is that weightlifting will break you down. It actually breaks you down to build up stronger. That's the cool thing about it. And so for him, by him lifting, he's actually fighting against time and fighting against that pressure of living on this earth, my friend. So he is a warrior, someone to look up to and mimic the best you can. Finish that bad boy out. Yeah, leave that up there. Just ask your question.
That's funny.
Oh, she wants to come in.
Oh, come on.
Thoughts on creatine?
Creatine's great. Creatine's great. I'm taking 10 before, 10 after.
When did you decide to work out?
Started when I was 9. That I remember. It might have been younger than that, but 9 was in the mix with my 4 older brothers and a couple of my sisters at that time. Now there was a question at the beginning of the day. We're going to finish it on this one. Here's the question. I think. Yeah.
I've heard you mention doing compound workouts in the morning and secondary workouts later in the day. Can you explain the difference?
Well, there's no difference in the sense of you're getting a workout in. The benefits for me was mostly in my 30s. It was like I had such a bodybuilding lifestyle in my 30s because I was doing a show called Battle Dome, and I needed to be extremely strong. I need to be visually unreal, and I had to be athletic as can be. Now I needed to do all that. And so it takes me to the point of where I was running. I was eating like a horse, but I was trying to get my times down with running to where it was back to a 6-minute mile at a 280-pound guy, which is for me cooking. So I was doing this incredible running schedule, short explosions. That being said, I would do the power compound movement in the morning, and then I'd go back later and train. Obviously, it's rest. I could do my 7 sets for my power bodybuilding, get those heavy, crazy sets in and not worry about saving anything for my secondary because I got to go home, relax, and then go back to the gym and then train that secondary work to make sure it looks just beautiful. That was the goal then. The reason I do it nowadays is because, again, I've set myself up to where I can do that. And so I'll get up in the morning and I will do those compound movements. Like this morning we did squats. I went 8 sets and finished that up. And then I could do a secondary workout where, again, I'm shaping the leg press, leg extensions, walking lunges, anything like that. And again, it's rest. It's rest for me. In a perfect world, have fun with that. Not many can do that kind of schedule, and they can't do it for months and months and months. So my recommendation is do the best you can all at one time, and don't try to separate the two unless you set yourself up to where you can live that kind of lifestyle for a bit. Good enough? Or do you want me to explain it further? The only thing that would be further than that is because I did heavy in the morning and I rest and I go back, obviously the secondary weights would be extremely heavy as well compared to if I did it right after my squats. I would be slightly fatigued and the weights wouldn't be there. So I was moving more poundage throughout the day doing the same reps. So it's fun for me too. And for anybody that loves lifting as much as I do, it's always fun to get in the gym twice a day. Your mindset really into that enjoyment of it, I guess you would say. For a lot of us, that's the highlight of our day. I know for me, I absolutely love the training days. Let's leave it at that for now, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Remember, this is Titan Check-ins. I will see you guys in there, and then we'll definitely get a room. And a room is where those Titan members can jump in and ask me questions face to face after we do our check-ins. So make sure that you're in the Titan crew, and we'll put the room up next Friday so we can all get in there and have a discussion. Sounds good? And that's sorry, but that is only going to be private for the Titan crew members.